Hi everyone, this is Annindita Palaus, and today's video is about losing weight using Reiki and mindfulness practices. You see, this is a question that I get asked pretty often, and in the past, I would even have people ask for healing sessions for helping them to lose weight. Before I start talking more about this, let me make this disclaimer that I am not a medical practitioner and none of this, what I'm going to say, is medical advice. So, of course, always consult your physician, your healthcare advisor. But based on what I have read, there is sufficient medical proof that indicates that most of the human ailments that we suffer from, including weight gain, obesity, like 90 to 95% of all ailments are psychosomatic in nature, which means that they are mental and emotional in nature. Only 5 to 10% of them is an ailment which is not psychosomatic, which is not a manifestation of your mental and emotional tendencies. But that does not mean that these ailments are not real. Just because they are psychosomatic does not mean that they are not real. They are real. But what I'm trying to say is that they are a manifestation of your emotional and mental tendencies. And emotional and mental tendencies mean the kind of thoughts and emotions that you tend to hold in your body on a regular basis, on a daily basis, the kind of things that you tend to think about. And again, this is another scientifically proven fact that even Deepak Chopra talks about in his book, Quantum Healing, that it has been seen that people have 60 to 70,000 random different thoughts in a single day. If I am not mistaken about the number, but it's a huge number, it's 60,000 to 70 or maybe even 80,000. And 90% of those thoughts are repetitive in nature, which means the same thoughts that you had a month ago or a year ago, you probably have 90% of those same thoughts even today. And because we have these mental and emotional tendencies that keeps us spinning on and on and on in the same cycles, these energies or these mental and emotional tendencies, of course, they have energy. Every emotion, every thought has energy behind it. So this energy gathers a certain kind of momentum. And based on the kind of momentum that the energy has generated or gathered, there will be some physical manifestations after a period of time. It's only a matter of a period of time, depending on how much focus you have been giving on a certain aspect. It's only a matter of time before it gains a certain amount of momentum and it finally manifests in the form of physical dis-ease in the body. So, having made that clear, when it comes to specifically losing weight with Reiki or meditation, one of the ways that I would suggest is doing some Reiki on your water, on the water that you drink. Wherever you store your water, maybe a water bottle or whatever water storage container you have, doing Reiki on the water is very essential because water forms 80% of your body. And it has been proved scientifically again that water has memory. So when you energize drinking water or even water that you use for cooking, then it directly influences your body because 80% of your body is water. Secondly, you can always do Reiki on your food before eating it or even during cooking. In fact, the practice of praying right before your dinner or praying right before every meal has some logic behind it. When you show gratitude and appreciation for the meal that you are about to eat, then gratitude and appreciation has a high vibratory frequency, and then the food gets energized with that energy. So you could pray or you could do some Reiki on your food right before consuming it, or even while cooking, or even when the food is in its raw form before cooking. So you could do Reiki at any of those times or during all of those times. And apart from that, of course, while eating, it is really essential that you are mindful. I would suggest that if you are trying to lose weight, then don't eat while watching TV. Eat more mindfully. Eat in silence or just with family. And be more mindful of what you are eating. And like a small little exercise, you could experiment with this exercise if you like it. But it could be a very useful exercise in curbing your appetite and in reducing the amount of food intake. Just close your eyes and put the food in your mouth and really take time to smell it, taste it, chew it, and feel the food moving in your mouth. Because often what people tend to do is they are very distracted while eating. Either they are busy with their phone or talking to people, or just watching TV and watching their phone at the same time and just multitasking. And so they don't even enjoy the act of eating as much. And when they're not enjoying it, they're just eating it in a hurried manner. Then often people end up actually eating more because the satisfaction level is low. When you eat slowly and mindfully, and you really start enjoying every bite, then you will see that you get satisfied much more easily and much sooner than before. So just play with that and see how that goes. And another thing that I would suggest is also chewing the food more than you currently do. Some people suggest that the food should be chewed 24 times, some suggest 36 times. I feel it depends on what kind of food you're eating, but just make sure that you are chewing it enough. Because when you chew it enough, it slows down your eating pace, and your mind has the time to tell your body that it is full now before you have had the chance to overeat. So, just eating more mindfully and really feeling and enjoying the food texture in your mouth, the flavors. In fact, even just closing your eyes and smelling the food before putting it in your mouth and just chewing it mindfully will make a huge difference in the amount of food consumption. So, those are just a few tips. And of course, I'm not a dietitian or a nutritionist. These are just a few tips that I have seen personally in my life that really works very well. So if you like this video, then like it, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.